Normally, we're AIA, but for BPI to come in and support was a dream, right? BPI, I've always been a fan. They've been my favorite banking, I guess, partner here in the country. And it's the go-to bank that I go to, and I know my family goes to as well, right? So for them to be a part of our league and a part of this event is amazing, and we are very thankful for having you guys. Now we look forward to building dreams, right? This is what this tournament and this is what this event is about. With this, we get to say players from the community now get to represent their countries in another way, right? And by doing that, we get to figure out the end goal of any athlete's dream. And by being able to provide that end goal, we get to create a pathway from the youth all the way to the international level. And with these other participating countries and with BPI AIA, that's what we're able to do. We're here and we're providing dreams. And I can't wait to grow this even more in the future. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Antoine. And speaking of providing dreams, these dreams will not come real or not turn into a reality without the help of our beloved sponsors. And we'd like to hear first from Miss Bernadette Chinquanco. And she is the solid and massive supporter of Sevens football. And, you know, ever since I met these lovely ladies from AIA, you know, I can honestly say that my heart is full because I love their support. It's so tremendous. Miss Bernadette, we'd like to hear from you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick, for that very good introduction. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon to all the coaches who are participating in our BPI AIA Asia Sevens. Our partnership with the Sevens League is now on its 5th year, and I'd like to share that because the partnership has really been very special. It has grown ever since we kicked off in 2019. So that was really 5 years ago. And we all know we all came from a 2-year pandemic and we are still recovering from it. So our mission as a company to help Filipinos live healthier, longer and better life has really become more relevant and more important. And people now are very much conscious of becoming healthier, not only for themselves, but also for their families as well. So what the Sevens Football League has brought, it has given us an additional platform to promote our brand purpose through sports. So football is intensively supported by AIA across all our 18 markets where we are in. We also support and are partners with the Tottenham Hotspurs team. So we are really serious about the sport and we really use it for spreading awareness of our mission for Filipinos and people in Asia. We started the partnership very small. No, we started with the Sevens Football League, which is now happening every weekend. Then we extended it to the AIA Vitality Campeon Cup, which is now really covering almost all areas nationwide. And just last weekend, we capped off with the first ever AIA Vitality Campeon Cup. And this weekend, we are so excited and looking forward to the BPI AIA Asia Sevens. And we can't thank Anton and the Sevens League enough for putting this together and making April a very exciting month for football. But this time around, I would just like to say that we are extending our AIA partnership to bring in BPI AIA, our bank assurance, and is very much part of our AIA family to sponsor this event. We are very happy to see football gaining ground in the Philippines. I personally, I'm very thankful for the Sevens and Anton for making this happen. I'm seeing more families, more kids, people across all ages really getting into football. And I'm really, really very happy about this development. So this time around, I'm bringing in another family member of AIA, that's BPI AIA, to support BPI AIA Asia Sevens and jointly aim to further help Filipinos live healthier, longer, and better life. So allow me to introduce to you Mika Calixterio, who is leading branding and comms for BPI AIA to talk about this partnership further.
Thank you so much, Burns. Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Anton. Hi, everyone. I'm Mika from BPI AIA. As mentioned by Burns, I do lead the branding and comms for the bank assurance strategic partnership of BPI and AIA Philippines. So we've all, along with AIA, we have always been a staunch advocate of health and wellness. I think we're very happy to be able to say that's pretty much synonymous now to our names with healthier, longer, better lives going on. And with football being very close to our hearts within the AIA group, not only locally, but regionally, internationally, really, it just made really perfect sense to work with Anton and the rest of the team on this one. So we are super excited to be finally a part of this family, this community, really, that Anton and the rest of the other team members here have been able to build. Especially really because this is a first for us. This is the first time that we are a title sponsor, being BPI AIA. And this is, I believe, the first international football championship to be held here. So we're really looking forward to it, looking forward to all of the matches this weekend and cheering on all of our athletes. And we do hope that by working with Anton and the rest on this, we are able to contribute to more awareness and more interest in this wonderful sport, that the way it drives teamwork and discipline into these young athletes' lives is really something that's very close to our hearts. And of course, we do want to help increase the awareness in why people really need to live healthier, longer, better lives, because we do know and truly believe that this is something that's going to be for the betterment of the country. Thanks, and turning back to you, Rick.
Thanks, Ms. Mika. What a lovely message, you know. And Ms. Burns talked about family, and I think right now, that extended family also goes to our guests and the captains and coaches from the other countries. But before we hear from them, you know what also excites me, and I've told this to Anton time and again, what you're all doing, especially Aniket, Keller, everyone here, our guests, no? Is you're building the sport of seven-a-side football. And I said this to Anton. Years ago, I was working with the 3x3 movement, and now it's become an Olympic sport, 3x3 basketball. And I am very, very sure, and I feel it in my bones, having been a part of the Olympic movement myself, seven-a-side football in the near future will become an Olympic sport, and you guys are going to be part of that pioneering group. And the Asia Sevens will grow and grow. This is the inaugural edition, and that's why we're all getting up and we're all excited for this, because you're building something incredible and amazing. You will pave the way for many, many people, not just in your country, but also in our country, as well as the rest of the world. Having said that, that's enough out of me. Let's hear from them. We'll start off with Aniket from India. Good afternoon, sir. Kindly talk about yourself and your team.
Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot to be a part of this podium. This is Aniket, and we are from India. This is not the first time we are participating internationally in a sevens event. In 2017, we had been to Guatemala, and it's been 6 years. Football 7 Association of India is organizing a national league in India. Roughly, we have around 24 states associated with us out of 36 in total, and Football 7 is growing in India. But this is the first opportunity or time where we will be coming up with our complete strength, because because of COVID, we have got a lot of time to scout best of the players from India, and I think India has never been on an international platform very much known for football. But in seven-a-side football, it's going to be a different game altogether, because India has been playing sevens football much more frequently because of space constraint in metro cities. and that's why we have much better talent in sevens than what we have in 11s. And so we are really looking to, uh, giving a good competition.
Thanks for that, Aniket. The participation of India in the Asia Sevens is massive. We all know that the next big globe economic power is India. We already know that the NBA's attempts at bringing Indians to the world basketball stage, and we're excited about what you're doing for the efforts for seven-a-side football and how it will grow as well as on an international stage. Thank you, Aniket. We'll get back to you in a while. Now let's hear from our friends from Japan. Who would like to go first? I think we have three of our guests from Japan who would like to talk about their squad. Sir, kindly introduce yourself and your team.
Well, I guess I'll go first because of the language. We have here today Teruhiko Gunji-san and Mr. Fukumitsu, and they are the heads of the league here in Japan. My name is Keller Costa. I've became the head coach of the national team this year. It's a very, very pleasure, first of all, to finally meet Mr. Anton here online. We've talked before, so it's a pleasure. Thanks so much for the invitation, for the opportunity we have to be here with you guys. Well, to talk about a little about our squad here. We have many types of people who have joined our squad this year. We carefully selected them at the trials that we had held in January. We have some college students, some normal workers. We have YouTubers, TikTokers, influencers that are very, very excited to share their experience here with us, and also some former professional players, as like I said, some normal workers as teachers and people who have their very, very busy lives. Some people play in the league that we have here in Japan. Some are players from the teams that participate in the leagues, and some others in other amateur soccer leagues. So we made a big mix of the players who participated in the selection. We are very excited, first of all, to have this opportunity to be part of the Asia Cup, the Asia tournament on the 7-7 league. We hope we can bring everything out. We know as the soccer, Japan has become champions here, so the expectation for the football 7, it's the same. It's very, very high, and we hope that we can take all that excitement, all the technical efforts and everything we have built so far, we can take it all into the ground and have a spectacular time playing with all of you guys. We're very excited, and we hope everything comes to an awesome ending, awesome opportunity.
Keller, I hope you don't mind. It's only an awesome beginning.
From now on, yes, we're very excited for what's coming.
Yes, definitely. Can we hear from Fukusan and Gunji-san?
I can help translate if that's okay.
Sure. Kindly ask them about their excitement about this tournament.
福光さん、郡司さん、一応一言葉をお願いします。マイク。
Hello, everyone.
皆さん、こんにちは。
I cannot speak English. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay.
日
It's
本チャ
okay.
ンピオンになるので頑張りますよって。
We're going to do the best so we can become champions of this tournament.
Oh, wow. These guys have been preparing since January.
Yes, straightforward.
How about Gunji-san?
いな
Gunji-san,
くなっちゃったね。
I think he became off camera for a little while.
Okay. For our friends who are watching online, a lot of my colleagues are watching online because they're in different places. If you notice that Keller mentioned that the makeup of the team is mixed with ex-pros and as well as ordinary people. And I want to tell you something. Team Hong Kong, their first participation in basketball was roughly about 12 years ago. And they were made up of firemen, teachers, policemen, ordinary folks. But that's how you build a sport. And look at Hong Kong now. They are a much better basketball team. So we're excited about what Keller and Fuku-san and Gunji-san are doing. Bring it on. All right. Having said that, who else do we have here? Rashid. Rashid, good afternoon, sir. Would you like to talk about your team, sir?
Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, guys. It's been a while. I'm sorry I can't turn on my camera. But first thing first, we are very excited. It is a great opportunity for us to join the AIA Asia Sevens because it's one of the ways that we can represent ourselves as a representative for our country. We don't have anything much to say, but we are very excited and we hope we can show some a bit of a performance and have a fun match with the rest of the countries. Yeah.
Rashid, if you don't mind my asking, what country are you representing, sir?
Brunei.
Oh, there you have it.
Yeah, we are from
Woo!
the Super Squad Brunei. What we do in Brunei is actually we run a platform where everybody can play. It's 9-a-side, 7-a-side, 8-a-side. So it comes from a variety of players. Some are like part-time players. Some are just for fun. Some are building their career. So we have a variety of players inside the platform.
Very interesting. And for now, it might be for fun, but in the future, it'll be for the Olympics, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope so.
Can't wait to meet you in Manila, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. See you guys soon.
All right, hold on. Fatin, how about you? Can we hear from Fatin? Fatin, where are you from? And tell us about your squad, sir.
Fatin is from Brunei. I don't think she
Oh.
can turn on her mic. Yeah,
Okay, all
we're
right.
sorry.
Okay, so I think we have a few countries who are present. We're still also waiting for others, right, Anton? So in the meantime, Anton, maybe you can tell us about the format of this tournament. Go ahead, please, Anton.
No, actually, those are all the countries that are going to be present this one. So we have 4 countries participating here. It will be the Philippines, Japan, India, and Brunei. Unfortunately, the countries of Vietnam and Guam will not be able to participate, but they will be looking to come in the future, right? We will be looking to kick off and execute in those countries later on this year. But going to the formats of the tournament, we will start off our day on Friday with the first group stage of the single round robin for seeding. So we will have 2 games on Friday. I believe the games will be at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And then we will have 2 games on Saturday. The 2 games on Saturday will be the last game for seeding. And then we will go into the semifinals, which will be top place finish versus the number 4, and then the second versus the third. From there, the semifinals, we will then have our finals day on Sunday, right? During all of this, we will be having kids participating in the morning, setting up a nice festival for different age groups to participate in. So it will be very much open to all. Anybody could come out and join. Anybody could come out, check out the teams, come support your country, and have some fun.
Thanks, Anton. As you all know, our event, the Asia Sevens, will be shown on a streaming platform. Once you are provided we'll try to get the details for that as early as possible to all our guests, Aniket, Keller, Fatin, Rashid, Fukusan, Gunji-san. We'd like to ask you to share the streaming details to your friends and family, anyone who supports you, to go and watch, because we need to spread this. And even if it might be only 4 nations at this stage, Anton, we can call it the Fantastic Four, right? And that's how it all starts. So yes, we will be sharing those links with you. Kindly share it to all your friends and family and supporters. We want them watching. We want to hear them. We want to hear their voices, okay? And talk about this exciting tournament. Okay, I guess now we're gonna open the floor to questions. But before we hear from my friends, my colleagues who are here, there's a question here from the editor of Business Mirror, Jun Lumibao. He is only monitoring from the office since he's closing a newspaper, and he had to ask this question. So now that Japan says they're in to win, Aniket, Rashid, do you have anything to say about that? Anton, do you have anything to say about that? Let's start off with Aniket.
I'm really sorry. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Aniket, the question is, Japan says they're here to win this whole tournament. You're not going to allow that, are you?
I will really hope that the best team wins, and of course, every country, all the 4 countries, are looking to make to the finals, where all the eyes will be uh, on those 2 countries, which will be the finalists. And like any other country, I also wish to be one of the finalists and represent myself. I don't know about the second finalist, but one finalist is here.
That's confidence for you, baby. All right, let's hear from Rashid. Your thoughts about that, Rashid, and then we'll hear from Anton.
Hi. Well, we have much respect for the Japan side. We look forward and we hope we are in the same group with Japan.
All right. All right. Anton, are you going to defend the homeland?
Well, yeah, that's kind of funny how Brunei says, talks about Japan and they didn't even mention the Philippines. We are playing at home, guys. You understand how big of an advantage this is for football. We're here to win. We are putting together a solid team. You guys will be surprised with some of the talent that will be coming out of here.
No.
I am looking forward to seeing the talent come out of India, Brunei, and Japan. I know Japan has been going to work, training for the last 2 months. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do bring. But I do know that the Philippines, we do have the strongest players and the most experience for 7-a-side football out here in Asia.
There you have it. Anton Del Rosario has spoken over his dead body, everyone. Okay, we'd like to open the floor to questions from our friends from the media. Carl Tan from Carl has a question. Carl is present, but he cannot open his camera nor can he speak because he's finishing something. And Carl has a question here. Carl is from Full Court Fresh. That is a sports website. His question is to all the team managers and coaches. Do you have any players we should watch out for? And is there anyone currently playing for their national team? We'll start off with Aniket, and then we'll go to Rashid, and then Keller, lastly, Anton. Anton, you might as well spill the beans, man. Aniket, we'll start with you. Aniket, you're on mute.
Really sorry. Yeah. Actually, there is one player who is not yet finalized in the national team, but he has performed really well in the Neymar Junior and other events. And this player, his name is Clinton, and he's having a very good. He's a striker of our team, and he is having a very good performance in last 6 months. I mean, in the sevens tournament, there are a lot of sevens tournaments happening in India, and the boys are playing really well. And he's the talent which I'm looking to, being getting scouted for the future career also, because of his skills of scoring and dribbling.
Aniket, I hope you don't mind if you can kindly type your striker's name in the chat so everyone can see, can get the full name. And if it's possible later, if you can send us a picture, even on WhatsApp, I can disseminate that to our friends from the media. Okay, kindly type it in the chat.
Certain.
Yes, thank you, sir. Keller, it's your turn, and then we'll hear from Rashid. I know, sorry, Rashid first. Rashid, let's hear Brunei's take on this.
Yeah, our guys are mostly young players. We have two under 23 players playing with us who have been playing for the national teams. We have one national futsal players. The rest are all amateur players, but they can give a shot to what they have for this weekend.
Thank you for that, Rashid. The same thing, if you don't mind, if you can kindly type their names in the chat so our friends from the media can see them, and I can save that, and I will request for a photo after. If you can kindly send it on WhatsApp or Viber, or send it to Kyra, please, so we can disseminate it. All right.
Great.
Anton, it's your turn, man. Spill the beans. Who's on the team?
No beans to spill yet, Rick. We do have our team going to work. We are training every morning. We do have some ex and current professionals on our
Wow.
team. Hopefully they do show up, and hopefully the 11-a-side version does translate to 7-a-side, right? With that, we also might have a national team player, ex-national team player too. Confirmation will be made soon, but don't be surprised if there are some old faces that you do see on the field.
Don't you love a mystery? Okay, let's ask our friends from the media any questions. JP Manahan, you want to start off, JP? JP, are you there?
I just want to confirm the times of the games. The schedule again, Anton, please.
Kyra, you mind passing the times? We will send it out to you guys shortly. Right
Thank
after this, so then pass it on.
Also, I'd like to confirm that just to make the confirmation that locally this will be shown on Top Go, like what was done this past weekend.
Anton?
Yes.
JP, any more questions? JP, go ahead, please.
I'm good. I can pass it on to the others first. Thank you, Rick.
Gab,
Thanks, JP.
Gab Ferreras. Gab, you have a question.
Okay, so magandang hapon, Sita. Good afternoon to all those who have attended this press con. Good afternoon, Sir Anton. Long time no see. Sir Anton.
Good to hear you.
All right, BPI AIA Asia 7 is just around the corner. How excited are we? Wait, re-record ko muna to. All right, BPI AIA Asia 7 is just around the corner. How excited are we for the upcoming competition? And of course, leading up is to bring the quality 7-a-side football action from featuring the visiting Asia teams. And of course, we have missed the Philippines there in the competition.
Oh yeah, for us, we're very excited, right? It's our first international tournament for 7-a-side football together as a group representing Asia, right? And for the Philippines to be hosting it makes it even more special. But with this, we take on a responsibility where we need to show up. And I know that we put together a solid squad for us to show up, right? You know, I really want to thank the support of BPI AIA because, I mean, without them, I mean, we wouldn't be able to make this dream happen for everybody. This gets everything started here in Asia. And we are going to be the pioneers of seven-a-side football and growing it across the continent.
Wow, such a great milestone for the Sevens Football League to have a Asian level tournament for the very first time hosted in the country. So how can the public can witness this event? I think those games will be held at the usual venue in the BGC, and of course that tapping also the services of Tap Go for the live stream. So,
yes, we will be at McKinley Hill Stadium Friday evening and all weekend. Make sure to swing by. Everything will be free to watch. Come meet the players. Come be on TapGo TV. You'll be able to be streamed, see yourself on some TV, on some broadcasting, and come enjoy the games. We will have food and a lot of activities. It'll be fun.
okay, so I gonna write some short articles about this upcoming competition this weekend, and we look forward to that. But lastly, Sir Rick, if I could ask permission to Sir Anton, if we could ask for the assessment of the Champion Cup, the Women's Champion Cup last weekend, and of course, BGC were crowned as the champions, beating Muntinlupa in a sweep 4-0. What can you say about it, Sir Anton?
I mean, that's what we're all out here for, right? We're taking things from a national level, which we did last weekend, and then this weekend we're going to the international level, right? So eventually we'll be looking to do this for the women's side, but last weekend was amazing. We were able to show the level of women's football, but not just here in BGC and Muntinlupa. We got to see the level in Palawan, Batangas, Cebu, and Pampanga. You know, it's amazing because people don't understand how much football is going on around the country. This here, this Campeon Cup is what shows that there is football alive in all these other cities. We just need people like BPI AIA and AIA to come out and support and allow us to create these platforms for people to be seen, people to be given opportunities to stick out, stand out, and represent, right? This is what we're here for, and we will continue to find ways to give back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Anton, and looking forward to covering the event virtually. Thank you so much, Sir Rick, and back to you.
You're welcome, Gab. Any more questions from our friends before we take some questions online? We have PTV Sports also present. Any other questions, please? Lito Oreda from Abante Tonight. Lito, any questions before we go online?
Mr. Rick?
I think Sir Lito may question yata sa chat box, Sir Rick.
Lito has a question on his chat box. He was asking about if just like to ask about any of the recent achievements of the competing teams, whether local or international, that they competed in.
There you have it. So to our guests, to the foreign teams, let's start off with Brunei. Have you guys competed anywhere? I know there's a national team for you guys. Anything that you can share? Rashid, go ahead, please.
For us, it's a new team. So there's a lot more achievements that we need to make. Yeah, so we hope for the best.
Keller, how about Team Japan?
I know that 5 years ago they built a selection, and they went to participate in an event in Brazil, but that was for that year only. So it has been 5 years since the selection has not moved. So we're very excited to rebuild that system from this year. So it's something really new for me and for the guys that I gathered together for this new season. So
All right. Thanks, Keller. Anika, how about Team India?
Yes, actually, before COVID, we were very actively participating in a lot of international events. But there has been a lot of cancellations during the COVID period. We were supposed to go to Tunisia for World Championship, but that was in futsal, 5v5 futsal. We play both 5v5 futsal as well as 7v7 football. And so we are excited because this is our first event after the COVID. So that's why all the energy is coming to this event from India.
Wow, so pretty much everyone has a new lineup or a new team or a new program. And well, it is a new tournament. So it's the perfect time to break out the new. And I'd like to touch on what Miss Bernadette said earlier about April being the month of sevens football. And it's time to, this is going to be an exciting tournament. I can feel it. I can't wait for it to start. Okay. Any more questions before I field the questions that were sent online? Any more questions from our friends present here? Okay.
I just like to ask, I guess just I didn't if I missed it, but how long have each of the teams have been starting preparing for the Asia Sevens?
Okay. Japan said they started since January. Anika, how long have you been preparing for this?
We had conducted the National League in January, and from that league we selected only few, but then again we had to conduct trials, and by March, just last month, we were able to gather the complete team. So it's been only a month that we are practicing now.
Interesting. Okay, Rashid, in terms of preparation, how's Brunei?
For Brunei, we just compiled all the players quite recent, which is around last month. Due to the Ramadan and fasting month, so there's not much activities that can be done. So yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a challenge for our friends from Brunei.
Yep.
Anton, how about you? How about the Philippine team? How long have you been preparing for this?
We've been having actually trials over the last about 2 months. And the teams come together just like normal national teams about 2 weeks ago. So we'll have about a 2 to 3 week camp prior to the event. So looking to see what our boys will be able to do.
Thanks, Anton. Okay, we have a question here from ABS-CBN. The question fielded for all the players and the coaches is, we know that you are ready, that you've prepared for this tournament. Will there be proper the presentation of national anthems just like in international tournament? And will there, for our friends from Japan, what is this? For our friends from Japan, will they be wearing red colors, a red jersey, or will they be wearing blue, like the blue samurai? Oh, that's very interesting.
can I reply?
Go ahead, please.
Yes. No, we are not gonna use red. That color, it's only represented in the flag.
Okay.
Every sport, it's when we use the uniform here in Japan, it's represented with blue and white, which represents the blue samurai spirit. So I don't know if we're taking that into the seven league soccer, but definitely we have the blue color representing our squad. Maybe all white or maybe all blue, maybe a mix. And we have the golden colors representing, the riches of the country. So for
Wow.
the keeper's uniform. So we're very excited for the cool design that we have been presented with,
Mhm.
and we're very excited to use it for our official tournament now.
Okay. Thanks for that, Keller. Since we're going to be waiting also for the lineups from everyone and the pictures from the teams, I guess some of the questions will be reserved for Thursday. Now, I hope you don't mind. I would like to make a request for all our teams. That's India, Japan, and Brunei. When you fly in, I would like to recommend that when you leave your countries, to kindly document everything. When you get to Manila, kindly document everything. Okay. We want to hear you. We want to see you guys as you arrive, and we'll be sharing that because we want to drum up a lot of interest and excitement about this tournament. Okay. It would help if you come into the Philippines, you fly into our airports wearing your colors. That would help because in the airport we have airport media, and if you're wearing your national colors, that would really help. It would generate some interest. Okay. So there are other questions, but they're waiting for the lineups, and I don't think we can answer. Oh wow, Gunji-san shared a photo in the chat. To my friends from the media, thank you, Gunji-san. Thank you. With our friends from the media, kindly download it already while it's there. Okay, kindly download it. If not, I will also share that with you. Okay. Kyra, kindly make sure that you get a copy of that photo that Gunji-san shared, and please share it on email so I can send it to our friends from the media. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Anikas, anything on your Wow, this is exciting. Okay. So yeah, there are more questions, but the thing is they're waiting for lineups before they want it. I guess we'll get that on Thursday. All right.
Mr. Rick, could I? Sorry, I didn't get a chance to to reply for the past comments of the prior coaches.
Go ahead, please.
Is that okay if I say something? Sorry. All the teams had an opportunity. They were talking about the statement from Japan. So sorry, I didn't have a chance to reply. So I'll just say something simple real quick. Of course, we're going with all our strength and with all the professionalism expected. We are very excited one more time. And me as a Brazilian who is here in Japan for a long time, first of all, it's a huge pleasure to have been selected to represent, and just make sure all of you know that full humbleness is expected. We're going with a professional mind to be able to show the best we have built so far here in Japan. And you guys talked about the special players that each selection had. So I just wanted to share a little bit about the key players that we have. So first of all, it's a pro soccer player we had here, the number 14, it's Itsuki. He's my captain, the captain of the selection team. Also, we have the number 26, Enjo Kensuke. He's a famous soccer player here in YouTube and very, very active in the media and the community. Also, Taka, he has, I don't know if you guys know about it, but there's like a ninja warrior system here of athletics, and he has participated in that event. He's our number 19. He's a very, very talented guy. And he was actually a player from the previous selection that Japan built 5 years ago. So it's a very, very, very nice opportunity to have his expertise here with us as a soccer player. Also, like I said, we had some teachers, the number 9, Sekine, number 11, Ryuse, and number 23, Yoshi. They are teachers from schools here, little kids, big kids. And one of the teachers, number 11, he's the main scorer of the Football 7 League. He's the first player to have gone over the mark of 100 goals here. So he's very, very famous. And we are taking him with us.
Wow.
Very respectful guy, very, very very neat people. So we're very excited to work not only with good-hearted, good. We have huge expectations because the team is not only very good technically, but also as a human being, we're taking a very, very respectful team. So I just want to show that to you that we are going with full respect and that we are really expecting to have a great time in this Proximus event that we're going to be participating together. Hi.
Thank you for sharing that, Keller. And please kindly share your lineup so I can, if you can, I think I sent my email address into the WhatsApp. I'll resend it. We hope to get
Okay.
that so I can share it with our friends in the media because everyone's excited. Now, we all know that how respectful Japan is when they compete and all that. But since you are a guest, we hope that you do not clean up McKinley Stadium. We saw that in the World Cup, and I've seen that in FIBA tournaments how the Japanese crowds help clean up. But that rest assured, while we appreciate that, that is not expected of you. We can do that
No,
ourselves
of course.
because you are our guest.
Well, yes, they have that tradition, but they don't do it only because it's expected. So if they see anything that they could do, even if it's not cleaning, but rest assured that they will do it because they feel in their hearts to help and leave it better as we found it before. So
Wow. All right, then we're excited. And again, to our friends in the media, kindly write about this. All those who are watching, my colleagues, a lot of them are watching. Please write about this tournament. Please share the good news about this Asia Sevens that is sponsored by BPI AIA. Share it, please, and tell people to come down to the McKinley Stadium and watch. It begins this Friday, and it ends on a Sunday. So come out and watch. It's for free. You can also watch it on TapGo TV. But we'd like you to come down and support this tournament. And to our friends from the other countries, we will be sending you the links. Yes, we will be sending the links to you. Kindly share it with your friends and ask them to watch. All right. So I think we're at the point where thank you for sharing that, Keller-san. Anton, would you like to end our proceedings with a final statement about this tournament? Go ahead, Anton.
First, as I started off, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who is a part of this. Thank you to everyone who's able to allow this dream to happen. BPI AIA, we are more than grateful, and we very much welcome you to the Sevens family with open arms. Going to each of the countries, Japan, India, Brunei. We appreciate your guys' participation, and we're looking forward to the talent that will be coming to our country, right? We hope that you guys do enjoy what the Philippines has to offer, and we hope that our team and the competition is up to the standard of what you guys expect, right? Lastly, I mean, the press, thank you very much for all of you who came over, took the time to, I guess, support the Sevens and continuously support the Sevens. And lastly, we thank God for everything, for providing this pathway for all of us to be able to meet, grow the sport, not only here in our countries, but across Asia. And we look forward to growing and growing and making this bigger with our partners, BPI AIA. Thank you.
Thanks, Anton. So we're truly excited for this one, as well as to make new friends from our friends from Japan, India, as well as Brunei. We can't wait to host you over here, and we're gonna have a great tournament. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna create great memories as we march to that dream of expanding the sport of seven-a-side football. And as we did say, you guys are the pioneers. So for my colleagues from media, my name is Rick Olivares. I want to thank all of you. We'd just like to remind all of you this coming Thursday at the Mansion Sports Bar and Lounge. We're going to see you. To all our guest teams, kindly come in uniform because we'll be taking photos and videos that we can use in our social media platforms to promote the sport as well as the tournament. All right. So, oh, Miss Bernadette, any final words before we close this, ma'am? Miss Bernadette from AIA.
Oh, no, hi, Rick. Thank you. No, I just wanted to say thank you again to the Sevens League, to Anton, to you, Rick, to the entire team. And of course, welcome to all the coaches and their teams, national teams, for coming over. I'm really looking forward to this BPI AIA Asia Sevens, our first ever. As you said, Rick, it's the Fantastic Four. And I'm very confident that we will be able to grow this moving forward. So see you everybody on Thursday and in the tournament itself this weekend. Have a good day, everybody.
All right. Thanks to everyone, to our guest teams. Safe travels, please. We'll see you in Manila on Thursday. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. This is Rick Olivar signing off in this press con.
you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.